What's up, guys? It's raining here in LA, nice and gloomy on a Monday. It's gonna be raining for the majority of the week, and anytime it rains even a little bit here, we get a bunch of flood warnings, our phones get a bunch of notifications, be careful, don't drive, blah, 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 blah. It's not gonna be that bad, but I'm without a watch because I just bought a vintage Omega Seamaster Cal 1020. It's the 166 series, beautiful gold-filled watch, integrated bracelet. It's just very nice, but it's not something I would really consider water resistant at this point. So I'm just kind of wandering around hoping that, hold on, my lucky day. 2 watches from Swiss Watch Company, and both of them are fairly water resistant. This Trench watch has a 100 meter water resistance rating, and this Tremor has a 300 meter water resistance rating. Let's go ahead and scoop these up. We're in LA, so stealing things off the street is par for the course. All right, so we're about to make our way back into the office, and I've actually never reviewed a single watch from Swiss Watch Company. I've seen them around Instagram and stuff, but put on the Trench watch right now. We're not reviewing one, we're reviewing 2 watches today, and we're gonna see what this company's all about. So let's go ahead and take a look. I don't know how much more sketchy I can look on this street, but I'm hiding behind some dumpsters right now. It is 12:52 p.m. Let's get down to business. So here we have 2 watches from Swiss Watch Company. A field watch they call the Trench, and a diver they call the Tremor. Now we're going to start with the Trench, and this variant is what they call the Trench Gradient. Probably because it has a fume dial where it's lighter towards the spindle, and then as it goes towards the chapter ring, it gets darker. Very nice look. Jumping into the specs, 38mm titanium case with a 1000 Vickers hardened coating. So as we know, titanium is technically stronger than stainless steel, but it scratches easier. So a lot of these companies, when they use titanium, they will put a hardened coating on it. You're getting a case thickness of 8.5mm and a lug-to-lug of 45mm. This is a Swiss-made watch with a Sellita SW210 hand-wound movement. You're getting a push-pull crown, drilled lugs, screw-on case back, a boxed sapphire crystal with 16 times anti-reflective coating, 100 meter water resistance rating, Swiss Superluminova lume, all for $595. Now, this watch feels light and lays flat. It's definitely an easy wear if you're looking for like an everyday piece that's kind of understated. All in all, just, an easy watch to wear with some nice functionality. Now let's take a look at the Tremor Dive watch. So this one is a little bit bigger than that field watch we just took a look at. 42mm by 47.4mm and 13.1mm thick. Now this one is definitely beefed up with a 300 meter water resistance rating. You are getting a 316L stainless steel case and bracelet. This is powered by a Swiss Sellita SW201 automatic movement with 26 jewels, 120 click unidirectional bezel, sapphire crystal, screw pin bracelet, and a 22mm lug width. Now, this diver feels solid, with a standout feature being its gorgeous dynamic dial. Really plays with the light beautifully. Now, this Tremor officially comes out in 12 days from the time of this episode's release, and I currently do not have pricing on it yet. But let's spend a few more moments and talk about the pros and cons when it comes to these 2 watches, starting with the Trench. Pros: feels light but solid, has a great movement. Love that they kept it thin with that hand wound movement. Has really, really good loom and drilled lugs, thank God, but it's not perfect. So the cons of this watch would be that it wears fairly large for a 38mm field watch, and that's because of its 45mm lug to lug. And then the only other thing I can really complain about is that it needs a threaded crown. That would be perfect. And I hear people being like, well, if it's hand wound, they won't put a threaded crown on it. No, that's not true. A lot of the Oyster Precision watches from Rolex were all hand wind, and they all had threaded crowns. Anyway, moving on to the Tremor Dive watch. The pros is that it has an incredible dial. The crown is silky smooth when you thread it and unthread it, and the color match date was a very good choice. But the cons, this one needs drilled lugs. And okay, so the bezel, 120 click, very hard to make it click because outside in the rain when I was filming that intro, the lack of proper serrations on it meant that, my hands were like slipping, and it was very hard to get a nice purchase on that bezel. So if it's wet, if you're swimming, or if it's raining out, it's very difficult to actuate that bezel. The final con, I would say, is that the offset date, although it's color matched and looks nice, I would prefer it either, at the 6 o'clock or at the 3 o'clock, but that's just me. All in all, these are very impressively spec'd watches from Swiss Watch Co., and they feel solid. I'm excited to see more from this company. I'm sorry it took so long to get to review one on the channel, but I hope that you guys forgive me because I didn't just review one, I reviewed two today. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think about these watches, and I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.